Hello there, beautiful people. Hi. Thank you so much for your patience. Sorry for being a little bit late and taking some time. There were a lot of you to do, but you know what? I loved it. I thought it was so much fun. I appreciate you choosing me as your psychic, as your reader. As an apology, I'm also going to give you a little bit of a reading, just a tiny little reading as well, and I'll talk about your aura. Also, I did upload pictures of each of your photos, so those are underneath your name and the timestamps below if you'd like to download it. I also sent it in the Ko-fi DMs, but I know not all of you check those, so I put those there for you. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you there. Just check on over to your timestamp. Thank you guys. See you there. KamiBuckets! Hey, I have your reading here. I know it's not the best lighting, which is why I decided to upload the pictures too, but you know, we get the gist here. I had seen in my head as I was doing your reading the Ten of Pentacles, and so it made me feel like you were really concerned about longevity, your family, where you're going, what you're doing with your life, you know, that kind of stuff. Maybe you've been thinking about long-term stuff and it's been causing you some anxiety, because I was feeling a little bit of anxiety here. But other than that, you're a very shiny person. You're very funny. People love being around you. You have a very magnetic energy, hence we have all this yellow and this orange. But you're also kind. You know, I think that you can be silly and a little punchy, and I do think that comes from the red as well. But other than that, you have a way of talking that people feel really gravitated towards. I have a feeling that you're really good at zingers. I have a feeling you're really good at just making people laugh. You know, I don't think that you necessarily are talking all the time. You know, usually when I see people who like to yap, I see a lot of blue, and I see a lot of like blue coming out of their throat chakra. But for you specifically, it's kind of like you're waiting for the right moment. And that's what it felt like for me. I also kind of think that you like to move your body. It's almost like if you don't move your body in a day, you feel kind of like, oh shit. What am I doing with my, almost like your day's incomplete, so you might do really well with routines. But there's a lot of orange here, so, you know, who knows, maybe not, but still very kind. I feel like you know, I feel like you're a lot sweeter than what people think, and I like it. You know, you're really there for your friends and your family when they need them. Alrighty, I wanted to give you a little reading too, if you so wish. If you don't wish, then you're welcome to skip on ahead. But let's see what you need to know incoming. Let me zoom out a little bit. And let's not mess up the shuffle either. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, there we go. Bear with me. It's already 10:30 p.m. and I've been doing this all day. Alright, what's coming in the future for KamiBuckets? Ooh, the Six of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Seven of... I love this! So the Six of Wands is about a goal being accomplished. It's also about being noticed and being recognized, but it just means success at its core. You know, checking something off our box. We have the Queen of Swords, and this is independence. We also have the Seven of Pentacles. If you've been waiting to either figure out how we can be more independent or how to, I don't know why I feel like it's work related, but it doesn't have to be. You know, the Queen of Swords feels like a person, like someone's gonna tell us some good news so that we can relax a little bit more in the future. Not necessarily like taking it easy, because this does mean hard work and consistency, but we're not so worried, you know. Oh, you know, I have steady income coming in, I have a steady flow of things to do. I'm not bored, and I'm not anxious because I don't have my ducks in a row. Our ducks are forming in a row soon. So, okay, that's what I see, KamiBuckets. I hope that you like that. It's really nice to see you again, and I hope that your brother is doing well too. Later. Cheeks, hi Cheeks. Thank you so much for trusting me with another reading of yours. Here's your reading, and I'll explain a little bit into it. So, first of all, so soft, so cheery, so bright. I feel that you uplift the energy wherever you go, and it's so kind, because I feel that, you know, you have this kind of soul that always looks for the best in people. You probably have a hard time you probably have a hard time just calling people evil. You probably have a difficult time just saying, oh, that person's bad, or doing something wrong, or you look for the deeper meanings of these things, because there's just so much empathy here and wanting to change the world for the better. And I feel like you're just doing that by existing. It was a really, really, really sweet little reading. I really liked the pink around your head. This made me feel like we love children, we love animals, we love the innocent, we love the sweet things. But we also have a lot of, you'll see there's some orange, you'll see there's some yellow. These colors usually represent us shining, us using our talents, using our energy in order to take action to create. And so very creative, but a lot of green too, is so sweet and empathetic, which is a heart chakra energy. So I just want to say that, and I'm going to give you a little reading too. Thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it. Our auras can change colors, by the way, which I'm sure you've heard me say during the live, but just a reminder, things are looking really healthy right now though, which I really love. Let's see what's happening in the future for you. What do you need to know right now? What does Cheeks need to know right now for the future? And I hope you like your reading. It took me a long time to do them because there were so many, but also I really wanted to make sure that I took pictures and I uploaded it for everyone to see. So I hope you like it. I really do. Ooh, the death card. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's that sweetness, there's that kindness. This is an innocent kind of love energy with the Princess of Cups. There's also the Death card, and this is about transformation and rebirth. Just know that this energy of things are always shifting. I can never sit down, I can never be at rest, I can never find peace. It's starting to really calm down, and it begins with I feel like it's a new person that you meet. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it does feel important. Like there's somebody that they're just very shiny. They really inspire you. There's something about what they're doing that just shifts your whole reality. And this is for the better, by the way, because justice is here. This is seeing the truth. This is honesty. This is clarity. This is also getting what you deserve, right? And having more harmony in your life. So things are less chaotic. Things are much, much more easy to understand. It's funny because this is about seeing both sides of something as well. And I had pulled that for your aura reading. I was like, you don't see things either black or white. You see all the colors, all the shades, the whole spectrum. And I feel that way with justice too. So that's really lovely. That's really lovely. I do feel you'll have a pretty serious conversation come in about what you've experienced thus far and why life has been kind of like, I don't know why, but I feel like we're almost dizzy with how much life has kind of thrown us around. And well, the good news is there is a much steadier path coming in. All right. Thank you so much, Cheeks. I hope that you like that. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring. And remember that you're never alone and you are loved. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. There! Hey! Hi there! Thank you so much for your patience and thank you for trusting me with your reading. As I said in the beginning, but I like to always make sure people know that I am very thankful. So we did your aura reading, and as you know, auras do change depending on the mood. That's why I always date it. It was February 21st I did yours, and I saw a lot of blue, and blue represents people who are very intelligent. I see you really trying to have a grasp on what it is that you're experiencing, almost like you're digesting a lot. Maybe you've been through a lot of changes recently, like the last couple years. Maybe you're having a lot of new information come in about who you are and trying to shift that in a way that makes you feel like you love who you are. But just know I see you shifting a lot. Now, this is very unique. If you look at the other readings, I haven't seen this kind of energy. And notice how I said the word shifting. And the reason why is because I felt like your energy was just shifting a lot. I don't know how to explain. Almost like I don't know if you've experienced a lot of weird, like time is kind of strange, or if you're sleeping at weird time, at weird goodness, I can't speak. I'm sorry. Or if you're sleeping at different hours than what you're used to, but there's just this kind of almost like identity soul shift happening, and it's not a bad thing. I think it's really good for you, especially since it's so bright and so colorful. I also see you taking in a lot of information right now, and that might be causing you a little bit of a frazziliness. But notice how there's this pink, you're healing it from the inside out, and so I really like it. Other than that, I was seeing this orangey energy around you, and Spirit was telling to me specifically that it felt like the energy of inspiration, like you were surrounding yourself with a lot of media or art or maybe even like shows or music. There's just a lot of media around you, a lot of art that is really inspiring you, and I feel that's what's kind of helping this shift. I don't know if you're into subliminals. I'm actually listening to a subliminal right now, and I think it helps with clarity. So I don't know if you like those. Maybe you should give it a shot. I wanted to give you a little reading too as a thank you for being patient. Also, I did upload, as I mentioned in the beginning, I uploaded a more crisp version of your reading. Let's see what we got. What's coming in for Bear? I apologize if I'm like a little bit slow. I don't know what happened. I got really frazzled when I stepped into your energy, but that's okay. Which I'm not surprised, especially since I was seeing that too. Okay, what do we got? What's happening? What's happening? Ooh, the Eight of Wands. Oh my goodness, wait, you literally got the shit. Did you know this card is the card for shifting? I don't know if you're into like timelines, but I just want you to know you're making it like a big jump in your soul's journey right now. And the Knight of Pentacles says that it's one of self-fulfillment. It's one of you putting yourself first. It's about you being more independent and understanding how powerful you are. And the Three of Pentacles is here as well. I feel like this is a little bit further in the future. You know, give it like 2-3 months. Things take time to manifest, but I do think you're either getting a job where you're surrounded by people that respect you more, or you're surrounding yourself around, like, it kind of reminds me of being in like a school, or it's like having a community that is similar to you and they help you. You know, this means healthy collaborations. This means growing together, all of the wheels turning. So that's really nice. I see you being around people that uplift you instead of bring you down. You know, like-minded individuals that help you grow. They enhance you. Okay, that's what I see. Thank you very, very much, Vera. I hope that you enjoyed that. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring. And remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Hi there, Tren. Thank you so much for coming to my stream the other day and getting a little aura reading from me. This is what we have for you. A lot of yellow and as well as orange. And this is somebody who's very, very inspired. I feel that you look at the world a lot differently than most people. We also have some green. So this is heart chakra energy. It's around the shoulders. And I took a picture of it for you. If you want to like a better look, because I know I don't have the best camera, but yeah, I was seeing some green around the shoulders. It kind of reminded me of somebody who has a good rhythm, but it's also heart chakra energy, so very loving, very empathetic, very caring. And also some, you know, I was noticed, and this isn't too common. It's pretty rare to see this purpley energy towards the head, and a little bit towards the heart chakra as well. And to me personally, it was giving the energy of somebody who was deep in thought. You know, we kind of absorb more information than the average person, and so we take a little bit longer to process it. But once again, you draw a lot of inspiration from it. I almost said aspiration. Maybe we do have big aspirations, because I do see you so inspired and wanting to share your light, your talents, wanting to be seen, wanting to be noticed, wanting to be heard. It doesn't have to be, you know, maybe you don't want to be the most famous person in the world, but I do see you being very like, look at what I've made. I'm really proud of myself. Now, I saw a little bit of blue on the legs. Blue usually represents like, it's a bit more calmer. Maybe you have a walk, more of like a slow walk. Maybe you're not the fastest paced person, but it's not bad. You know, there's a soothingness. You may enjoy going for a little stroll every now and again because it does feel very soothing. Okay, that's what I have there. And as an apology for the wait, I also wanted to give you a little tarot reading. Let's see what I have coming in for you, Tren. Thank you for trusting me again, I say. And I'm sorry it took me 4 days. I wasn't expecting so many people interested. My goodness. Okay. Let's see, let's see. Ooh, the Death card. And the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. If you have recently decided to yourself that I want to move, I want to go somewhere else, I want to leave the country. And the reason I'm saying that is we do have the Six of Swords, and this usually represents traveling, leaving something behind. The Death card is here, and so that means we're in the works. We've shifted into that timeline. It's going to take some time, you know? Be patient, keep up with it. You know, maybe you've decided for yourself, I want to move to this place because it inspires me, or I want to travel to this place because people like me are there. It reminds me of wanting to go to, I don't know, like an art show or a convention, but there is travel in the works for you. So just know in time, especially if you save your money, you know, save your coins, you will get there. And it feels very inspiring. Once again, that yellow is showing up here as well as this like blue energy. You know, I'm also kind of seeing you have a kind of change of heart when it comes to something that maybe you had decided long ago you didn't like. Yeah, I'm feeling that way. Like you're easing yourself into something that at first, or maybe as a child or when you grew up, you didn't like it, but all of a sudden it's really intriguing to you. Like you really, really enjoy it. It could be, you know, spending time in a group. It could be a particular place or a particular kind of music. Like it's something like that. So yeah, that's what I wanted you to know. Thank you so, so much, Tren. I hope that you like that. And remember that you are never alone and you are loved. See you later. Bye-bye. Hi there, Mal. Oh my goodness, let me put your timestamp in. Hold on. Sorry about that. I didn't want to lose my place. Here is your aura reading. Thank you for your patience. It means a lot to me. I was getting some messages while I was doing your reading the other day, and a few things came in. I was getting 7th house energy, which the 7th house has to do with partnership, relationships, as well as contracts. But I was also getting the 6th house, which is very Virgoan. So this has to do with health, wellness, work, service, healing, you know, routine, and that kind of stuff. And, you know, if you're into astrology, I was just feeling that that we are making a commitment to taking our health seriously, or taking our dreams, you know, taking something that we know will make us happy seriously. And we're doing a lot of research on it. We're very inspired by others, and we're having a bit more empathy towards yeah, I don't know why. There's just something about this decision that is making you feel lighter. Like there's a lightness to your soul I was feeling. And if you're not feeling that, just know that that energy is definitely coming. And I feel like it's there personally. You know, that we're wanting to connect with animals more, or nature, and we're starting to be a bit more forgiving. But I also was seeing your hands have that kind of yellow glow, and this is usually people who are really talented with their hands. So maybe we play an instrument, or maybe we're an artist, whatever the case may be. I just see you using your talents for good, but also for your own healing, and I really like it. Other than that, I was seeing you block an energy out of your life. It could be the news, it could be a person. It kind of felt like a person. But there's just this energy around you that is really starting to filter out a lot of negativity. And it does feel very powerful. Okay, that's about that. I wanted to also give you a little tarot reading as well, as an apology for the wait. Thank you for being so patient. I also uploaded a crisper, cleaner version of the drawing, and it's down below, as I'm sure you saw. That's the Google Drive link. Okay, what does Mau Mau need to know? What's coming in for them? Ooh. That one is show up. There's that Virgo energy. Okay, what else? What else? Ooh, yes. just letting go. And the Judgment card. Yeah, I feel that we've made a decision. And look, this is what I was feeling too. You know, Judgment is all about I'm listening to my soul. I'm following my purpose. I'm doing what makes me feel right. It makes me feel brighter, more lively, more energetic. So that's coming in for you. But it begins with letting go of a King of Pentacles. And so, you know, this is somebody who has too many expectations of you. It can be like an ex, but it can also be like a father, mother figure, somebody that just says like, oh, tradition is more important, or what are people going to think, and how are you going to make money doing that? You know, these kind of people who are a little bit too, in my opinion, a little bit too rooted in like money, you know, not that, you know, money is important, right? But I do think that you'll figure it out along the way, and that the path is being made every step you take, and it's okay if it hasn't been walked before, but you know that you'll make it work. So, and I feel that way with the 8 of Cups, walking into the unknown. Okay, I have that for you. Thank you so much, Mau Mau. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring, and remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Hey there, Sniper. Thank you so much for getting an aura reading from me. I apologize for the wait, but I do hope that it's worth it. We have for you a lovely aura. I was seeing you have busy hands, busy feet. That's why we have that red energy. I've noticed that that's people who really like to stem. I also was seeing some blues. Now, blues represent taking in a lot of information. So maybe you're learning something, maybe you're digesting something and trying to figure out how you feel. But other than that, I was seeing you inspired by something in particular. You know, it reminds me of being really drawn to a certain kind of media. Maybe you are into like a specific niche. Maybe you are into a certain community. But I see you really involved in this sort of energy, and it really pushing you forward and inspiring you to do something more with your time. You know, with your energy, with what you got. And I feel that shift is coming in soon. Right now, it does feel a little bit like we're in the waiting period, in the figuring it out stage. I was also seeing green around you. These are people who are very kind, very empathetic, very loving individuals. Very common to see, I've noticed in my community. Not everybody has it, but a good chunk, right? Not everybody. But yeah, that's what I have for your aura, and I have the better, crisper version image in the description below next to your name, as I'm sure you saw if you want to have a better look at it. Okay. Well, let's see, Eliot. I want to do a little reading for you as an apology, so thank you for being patient and understanding. Again, it means a lot to me. We're going to do a reading for what's coming in for you. We're just going to do a little past, present, future. Okay. Spirit, what does Cyber need to know about what's coming in for them? Oh, the 2 of Swords. Oh, the Ace of Cups. I like that. And the 10 of Swords. All right. So, oh, and the 5 of Wands. Okay, here's this, Cyber. It's possible that the reason you're in this kind of slow period is because we're still trying to make a decision on what to do. We know that change is uncomfortable. We understand that when we shift, it takes a lot of energy. And energy is multiple things, right? It can mean it takes money. It can mean that it takes sacrifice. It can mean that it takes investment, right? Of our time and of our emotions. And sometimes being shot down doesn't quite feel good. And so I'll say this, the Ace of Cups is here. And this means that you're healing. This means that you're starting to listen to your heart, listen to your soul more, and find more purity in your life. And, you know, oftentimes when we make that sort of shift, and this can be a new relationship, this can also be a new interest, you know, you pouring into your own cup more, but also, you know, having an opportunity to connect with somebody else. You may feel like it's difficult and it's disappointing, and we're getting a lot of no's in the future, but Spirit's saying, hey, that's not your business, that's not your fault, right? Like, this is all just petty stuff. And even if things feel like oh man, I made a mistake, or I said something wrong again, or I used the wrong tone, or did I make the wrong face? It's okay. You just keep trying and you keep going, because I do feel that there is yeah, I actually do feel that you are growing a lot, not only emotionally, but in your relationships, especially the relationship you have with yourself. And this is something that's really scary to face, you know, realizing that we need change, but I do see the change coming in. So yeah, that's still learning. I like it. Okay, thank you very much, Cyber. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring. Remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Hey there, Gooey. Here's your reading, and here's your reading. For some reason, I thought that I hadn't gotten to you yet, and so I ended up doing 2 of them. But what I thought was really interesting, Gooey, was that they looked so similar. And so I was like, I don't think I've done Gooey yet. And I noticed that I still have the orange. We still have like the bluey green coming out of you. We still have the pink coming from your core. And so things have not changed much. And I just thought it was really interesting, the difference between yesterday and today. And so maybe you're feeling a bit more brighter today, a bit more chippier, a bit more cheery. We also had a guide come in today rather than yesterday, and so it's funny. I think that they wanted me to do both of them, and it made me feel, to be honest, Gooey, it felt like it was for me too. You know, as you know, all auras look different, and like look how unique Livia's looks, and so it's not common for me to draw things that look so similar, and I just thought it was really interesting. I just thought it was really, really interesting. Now, if you're wondering what the colors mean, I was getting this orange field around you twice, and this makes me feel like we're going to start attracting more attention than what we're used to. It's not coming in yet, but I do think that it is being pulled towards us. Anytime I have something more kind of flat and more shaped like this, it's more like we're attracting rather than pushing. Other than that, you do have that, as usual, this like push of kindness, this push of warmth, very loving with the way that you speak to people. In fact, both times we had this pink throat chakra, which is about being sweet with your words and even sweet with your thoughts. And so I don't see you being a mean person, a cruel person, even a jealous person. You know, I see you really doing a lot. And oh yeah, attracting extroverts. I wrote that. I felt like extroverts were gonna come in soon. So other than that, this guide came through. They did feel quite powerful, and I liked that, and I was very thankful. And I don't remember what I wrote here. It starts with a B though. I think I saw a card, but I don't know what card starts with a B. I'll let you know if I remember. But we're gonna do also I took a picture of both of these for you if you want to look at a crisper version. Let's do a little tarot reading for you as a thank you for supporting me and understanding. Sorry I've taken so long. Oh, I forgot to put you up here too. There you go. Alright, Spirit, what does Gooey need to know right now? Let's see. Oh, the 8 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness! Wait, look how the orange is around. That's so funny. I knew it. I want you to know that when I say that you're gonna start attracting like extroverts, I mean these are people that are very happy-go-lucky. These are people that are very whimsy, very creative, and very fun to be around. I think you're entering, especially come springtime, you're entering a much more lively era, a much more fun. There's so much more laughter. Now it's still a choice. You know, the 2 of Wands is here. This is something you have to choose. But the opportunity is there. Like I see you. I don't know why. Like I'm seeing arts and crafts more. I was seeing like light up stuff. I don't know if you like light up stuff or like glow in the dark stuff. I know it's kind of childlike sounding, but it's fun. Like it's really fun, and I really love it for you. Okay, but it is a choice, and I do think you'll be invited to a lot of stuff, you know, invited to birthdays or dinners or things like that, and make sure you say yes, because I do feel it'll help you feel more, like I said, more energetic, more lively, more inspired. I like it. I like it. People are really attracted to this loving energy that you're putting out. Okay, that's what I got, Gooey. Thank you very, very much. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring, and remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Bye bye.